Alexis Nunes alongside Melissa Reddy, back in where really and truly seems to be your second home here at Anfield, and another commanding display from Liverpool here in this one as they absolutely thrashed Arsenal. I mean, it was only 3-1 I guess on the score sheet, but really and truly that performance was so commanding for the Reds. And I know that there were a lot of questions surrounding Liverpool, especially after the match against Southampton last weekend. So Mel, just let me know, have Liverpool answered those questions and put them to rest?
I think they did quite emphatically. It was a superior performance against Arsenal in sort of every respect. And what I took away from this game, as I did from the Community Shield, and really everything I've seen so far in the season, is that Manchester City and Liverpool are the benchmark. It's those two, and then there's the rest.
It's a clear two-horse race for you.
Yeah. Arsenal tried something different today. They actually came with confidence, a tactical plan that Jurgen Klopp admitted he didn't expect. He hadn't seen Arsenal execute before, where they played a very narrow midfield and allowed Liverpool the ball wide and backed themselves to deal with all the crosses. And it worked for 40 minutes. Now, why I say Liverpool was superior in every respect is one of the things this side is able to do is problem solve. And once they problem solve, they have the ability to then pick you apart. So Joel Matip scores a header from Alexander-Arnold's corner on 41 minutes. And in the second half, before Arsenal can even have any sort of chance to come back into the game, they're killed off quick. Mohamed Salah and David Luiz, and that was it.
David Luiz, oh my goodness, we're definitely going to talk about him there, because I know a lot of Arsenal supporters were quite surprised, or quite happy actually, when they did manage to get him there on that one. But again, just talking about Liverpool, of course, I know that a lot of people said that Southampton just last week, and bringing back up this game again, if they probably had someone a little more superior or could finish better, they definitely would have had Liverpool there, because again, the defence seems to be a bit of a frailty for Liverpool. How did you see it today? Even though Arsenal, of course, we know didn't threaten it as much as many would have expected probably.
Yeah, Liverpool's defense has been different this season. The team as a whole have been more open. They've allowed a lot more shots against them than is typical for a Liverpool side. Obviously, their title challenge and their European success last season was built on a strong defensive platform. Part of that is because they are playing a slightly higher line. It's also because it's not just natural. It's the start of the season. You have to sort of get into that routine and rhythm again. A lot of the players went away over the summer and played with their national teams who, use completely different tactics, different styles of marking. And so it's natural for the players to relearn Liverpool's system. I think the Southampton game was obviously the context of Liverpool were tired from having played in Istanbul, heat, late game, flying back, so yeah.
And then quickly before we wrap up now, let's just spare a thought for Arsenal, because we have to, of course, all the lads on the show on ESPN FC, if you've been watching, as you should be watching, basically said that this match would be a good benchmark for Arsenal to see exactly where they stand in this Premier League race this season, if you want to put it. So after what you just saw now, what are they thinking? Where do you see them?
I actually feel a little bit sorry for Arsenal, because like I said, they arrived with a plan that was effective for a large part. They did create chances that fell to Aubameyang and Nicolas Pepe, who impressed somewhat on his debut. But most of what they created actually came from Liverpool's errors. There wasn't good build-up play and stuff from Arsenal.
Is it just lacking the right personnel, the quality?
I think it's very difficult to come to Anfield and play against this Liverpool side, knowing Arsenal's history in this fixture here. They've now conceded 25 goals, I think, in the last 7 games here against Liverpool. It's hard to be completely themselves. So that's why I respect the fact that they came with a different blueprint. And they've got enough attacking quality and stuff, Arsenal, to serve them well during the season. I think they just need to wipe out some of the naiveness from their game. David Luiz making silly things you shouldn't be doing against Liverpool, especially not against Mo Salah.
All right, thanks so much there to Melissa Reddy. So all good in the hood for Liverpool. As for Arsenal and David Luiz, you might want to stay away from social media and the news for just a little bit now.